Welcome back. Stay tuned to see how I achieve these beautiful butterfly faux locks.
So the hair I'm using is this hair right here. It's called, it's a Brazilian water curl, 20 inches. So this is what I'm using. I went to the store to get the free tress water wave, but they didn't have any. So this look similar to it, so I just grabbed this and I'm loving it. So just in case you go to the store for the free tress hair and you don't see it, you can probably grab any hair that's similar to water wave. So I'm loving the outcome so far, but I am using 5 packs. So I'm almost done. So I believe there's probably, yeah, it was like perfect. So I probably have maybe like 5 strands left. So I'm using 2 for each faux locks. So it comes like this. Well, one of them is unraveled a little bit, but like this. So what I do is I unravel it to look like this. So the more you unravel it, the messier it looks, and to me the more beautiful it looks, because you want that messy curl pattern look. I'm going to come a little bit closer so you guys can see this gorgeousness. Like, I'm in love. I'm in love with this hair. Get into it. Oh, it's so beautiful. Okay, I'm loving it. It is not too shiny, it has just enough shine. I'm using a color, the color one. So usually if I'm not doing like 2 colors at a time, I usually use a one. So I'm using a one. So I unravel, so this is one, so I'm going to unravel another one and then to show you how I actually do the faux locks. All right, so beside the hair, you will need your crochet needle. So again, like I mentioned, I am using 2 strands. So I have just finished unraveling these 2. So that's why it looks a little bit messier right here. So of course, before I get started, I braided my hair all over, of course. So I mean, you braid and part according to how big you want them or how small you want them. I just wanted mine to be like medium, and so I could get that fuller look, and I love it. So to get started, I am hoping that you are able to follow me step by step. So to get started, I am taking my crochet needle and I am going through the base of this braid that I have here, right? So I pull it through, make sure you don't grab any of the hair that's finished, okay? So then I have my 2 unraveled strand here. So I'm going to tighten it around here, right? So it'll be easier for the needle to grab it. So then I am going to put it in the needle, okay, like this. And I'm holding the hair separate, so that just because it doesn't so it doesn't get all cut up, and it's just gonna make it a lot harder to pull through. So you go through here again, I keep them separated, and then I'm going to find the middle of it, right? So I don't need my crochet needle anymore. All right, so after I pull through, so see here, I have it like this. So I'm going to pull through one side. All right, so pull it all the way through, okay, like so. All right, so I have it in between my braid right here. So that is my hair, and I did not add any extension to it because I don't want it to be too big. So this is my hair right here. So I am going to pull one side through. So I'm gonna have one of them shorter. So for the back, because I know I wanted like kind of like that bob look, I made sure for the very back, right, I had it like really close to my hair. So I had it probably like this, but for the front, I want the front to be a little bit longer, right? So I am going to have it past my actual hair length, right? So somewhere around here, because I want it to be like around here. All right, so I'm gonna hold this shorter side here, and I'm going to hold this. It's pretty long, right? And you need it to be that long. So what I am going to do, should have moved the hair out of my face, but it's okay. So I'm holding this here. So I'm holding the shorter side with my left hand, and then the longer side with my right hand. So I have done all of them going the same side. So I'm moving the long one towards the left. So what I'm going to do, and at the very beginning you want it as tight as you can. So I am just flipping like this and going under here to grab it so I can make sure it's covering my hair and the short piece. So that's all I'm doing. And I am, like, every time I flip over, I press with this finger just to make sure it is as tight as possible. So I'm still pressing and holding it, and I grab the hair under here. So I probably do it maybe like 4 or 5 times. I mean, you just do it until you feel like it's enough. Okay, so here, right? Okay, so once I have gotten it pretty tight, like so, all right, well, I hope I showed it. Okay, there you go. Then I am going to start making it looser. So that's what's going to give me that curly look that I'm going for, messy curly look. Okay, so we are going to continue the same way. So as I'm bringing it over, right, watch closely, I am making sure I go over my thumb. So I'm going over my thumb, flipping it, right, flip it. So it's still like my thumb is still in the middle, and then I'm gonna flip again, and then I'm going to go under my thumb, right? So that creates a knot, and then I let it go, and then I flip right below it, okay? And then I do another one. So as I'm bringing it over, I do it over my thumb, like so, and I flip, so it's still under my thumb, is still over my thumb, so I go this way, and then when I bring it over, I go under. So that way I'm tightening it, the knot, okay? Because you don't want it to be all loose. As you are adding your knots, you want to make sure you tighten. So that's like your way to secure the knots that you are doing. So then I let it go, and I go right below the knot, and then I do. So just throughout, as you're going down, you're just going to continue to do the same thing. Let it go. I'm doing another one. Under, below. So that is my method, okay? So we're going to go over the thumb, under the thumb, and then below the knot. So that is the pattern that I'm using. Below. And you know, it'll get messy as you continue to go down. It's fine, the better it looks. So I'm going over, under, below the knot, over. And you can do as many as you want, as you know, however many knots you want to have. I have a lot of knots because I'm loving the pattern it's giving me. So that is what I am doing. Okay, so you want to continue. You see I have quite a lot more hair left over. You want to continue until you get to, like, you know, the length that you want. So I'm going to continue. Okay. Alrighty. You know, just make sure you check, because I can't tell you. All right, so I'm getting right here. So I want it about this side. So I just so the longer piece I was using and the shorter piece, I just put it all together here. All right, so I see that I want it right here. So I'm going to flip over like so and hold it right here, right? So what I'm going to do is I am going to, the same way I've been going, right? Flipping it to the left side. So I'm going to do that a few times. I'm not going over my thumb. I'm doing that a few times, right? But if you want to start creating knots, you can. and I'm going to do one. I'm going to go over. It's the same method I've been using, going over my thumb and then under and then below, right? So here's the method to make sure that your faux locs is not going to unravel. So you're going to go back to using your crochet needle, right? So you see I still have some pieces of hair left, right? So anywhere around that area, you're just going to use your crochet needle. I know my nails are pretty long, right? Except for these ones. Love it. Okay, so back to the hair. So you're going to use your crochet needle and you're going to just go through the lock that you just created, right? And then when you pull it to the side, so the hair that you have here that you are what are we doing? That you are whatever we're doing, okay? So the hair that you've been like wrapping around the faux locs, Jesus, I can't speak today. You are going to pass it through the crochet needle and then, you know, just close it, right? And you are going to pull it through the hair. So this will help secure your hair from unraveling. So then I'm going to flip it again the same way I've been doing, and I'm going to go through the hair again with my crochet needle. So you just puncture through it and then add the hair and then close it and then go through, okay? And then if there's a little bit left, you just, you know, wrap it around until it's completely done. And there you go, I have my locks, okay? All right. Okay, perfect. Okay, so is it too long? All right, let's see. I don't want it to be too long. So here's the thing. So if I find that it's a little too long, again, I will use my crochet needle just to make it a little bit shorter. So I just go through. And there you go, shorter. All right, so we're gonna do this side now. There you go. And we are all done.
Here I am adding the olive oil mousse to my hair.